in the lungs. You wanna hit this shit?
Killer, Dipset, Check my stats, man. 78 I got to be the best living, man. You already know. Like Alex Trebek, you're in jeopardy. Yes, sir, we got the recipe. Give you a tech, but nope, not a referee. Like why?
What? You want it to be one way?
Man, I don't
want it to be one way.
Man, stop.
But it's the other way.
Brother and Gloria has put all this in motion. We're at war here.
Walter must really believe those Serbs put the hit on Vic.
I'm gonna be putting together a war room.
We don't have the manpower for that kind of shit.
What's going on, YouTube? We back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn 9's YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we are back with another TV show review. And we got Power Book 4 Force, Season 1, Episode 9, Trust Review. We pretty much started off this episode with Vic, everything that happened with him, and Gloria pretty much being shot down, pretty much with the ambush. And now you pretty much, with him, pretty much getting the idea, especially being fed from Walter, who we all, I feel like as an audience know, Walter pretty much was the one behind it. I mean, because this is pretty much what he's been working towards as far as having Vic by his side in his corner and want to leave him the organization once he's gone and keeping Claudia in her place. So this whole miraculous plan as far as pretty much setting Tommy up is pretty much going into play as how he wanted to go. As far as Tommy, besides everything he has going on, keeping the business afloat, he pretty much has his situation going on with D-Mac, and coming to the realization that D-Mac is JP's son and that this is his nephew. So now we getting this coming into play as far as how Tommy is trying to deal with this situation, because he still brings D-Mac into the organization, but at the same time, he's pretty much preaching to him. He's pretty much trying to tell him that there's bigger options out here than what he's doing right now and the choices he's making with his life. He's pretty much on his ass, and at the same time, I think he wants him involved, because if he is going to be doing this type of business or being in the streets like this, he's going to want him beside him as far as Tommy. The whole thing is, now, how are you going to explain this to JP? Because now you know, and I'm pretty sure, and throughout the episode, it doesn't seem like Tommy has told JP. So I'm not going to say how this episode plays out. I'm not going to say how it goes, especially with the way Tommy and JP deal with things. But it's very interesting to see the exchange. And one thing I really enjoy about this episode in particular were the exchanges between D-Mac and Tommy and JP, pertaining to D-Mac and Tommy, because Tommy, I love when he gets to that aggressive mode. Whether it's him and the whole drug organization, and whether he's trying to explain to somebody how he run his organization, it's that, and it's when he cares about somebody and he on their ass. And like I said, he's coming at D-Mac in the way he's explaining stuff to him. But it's the way that people do things, and when he didn't tell you to do things, or he didn't tell you to go a certain way, or you start going behind his back, not really even going behind his back, but you start making these moves, and then coming to him after you done made the moves. I love when he get to that mode, man. It almost take me to, and I ain't saying this is good, it's nowhere near as good as Franklin, but I just like when Tommy get to those aggressive modes, because it reminds me of him in Season 1, where he was unhinged, where you didn't know how Tommy was going to react. Think about him and Holly. So I got a little afraid at a couple moments when him and D-Mac was talking, because I was like, man, please don't hear my boy D-Mac up. This your nephew. Don't hear my boy up. But it didn't go that way, and like I said, Tommy's a little bit more calm and collected, man. You seen how much I feel like he's done grown since Season 1. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this. But like I said, the relationship between D-Mac and Tommy, I'm really enjoying it. But I really enjoy their exchange this episode, and it really gets tense. It gets tense, man. But besides that, like I said, the whole thing with Walter, Vic, and Claudia, it's really going to be interesting to see how Claudia is coming from these angles, because Vic is real emotional right now. He just lost Gloria, so he's just looking for any type of, I guess you would say, revenge, any type of get back to ease his mind or his pain, which is not going to do that. But with Claudia, it's going to be interesting to see where she goes with this, especially with the exchange her and Walter had last episode. But in this episode, you can see that Walter is pushing those buttons with everybody, especially the kids, and he's trying to get that agenda going, which he's been trying to do since Season 1. My whole thing with him, though, especially with this whole, now let's get Tommy, is nigga. Tommy, you told Tommy to leave, right? He come back, and you know Tommy is back. What was going on between that time? And I know he was doing whatever he was doing with his kids, and I know they wasn't on the same page or whatever, but still, what was going on between that time where you felt like it was not time to take Tommy out, but now it is, or what? I don't see this, because it's like, that's what my whole thing was at the beginning with Walter, as far as him supposed to being a villain or whatever. He wasn't giving me like that villainous. He wasn't giving me like urgency. It didn't feel like he was a threat. So that was my thing with him. And he made a little play a couple episodes back, maybe 2 episodes back, where he came in and pretty much took out like 5 of the Serbs or whatever. But still, as far as being a threat to Tommy, I just wasn't seeing it. So now it seemed like they trying to do all of this in the third, as far as revving up this big supposed war between him and Tommy. And it's like, what was all of this energy at the beginning when you knew he had came back in the first place? That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, man. But other than that, though, we do have Jannard and Diamond. And, yo, Jannard, and shout out to the actor playing Jannard. I fucking didn't know he was one of the characters as far as in Snowfall from Little Rock. Shout out to Jannard, man, in that range, because I ain't even recognize him in this, because he definitely got a little bit of range playing that type of role he playing in Snowfall, and the role he playing in this, even though it's still, you know what I'm saying, dealing with drugs or whatever. But it's just the range he's coming from, because he's playing a Chicago person in here, and then the other one, I think he's playing somebody from the South as far as in Snowfall. So shout out to that actor playing Jannard. But anyway, Jannard, man, pretty much on Demon Time, man, and he seemed like he just getting more dark. I ain't gonna say darker, but he already been a dark character anyway. But the sliminess of his character, and especially with the way he's coming at his brother. And like I said, his brother just came home, and I get it. His whole thing with, yo, I've been holding it down, and I still say Jannard is feeling some way about him really not even supposed to be a part of this, because he was supposed to be going to school, think for fighting or whatever, do the whole mixed martial arts or whatever. Man, let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, I do remember him supposed to be going to school. But when Diamond got locked up, he pretty much came in and started running the whole CBI organization, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see where they go with that. And him and Tommy, man, I'm guessing he's still on this whole prowl and starts getting Tommy or whatever. And now he had this whole plot going on as far as the whole Dahlia thing, because you know he's dealing with the people in Gary as far as Freddie Gibbs' character. Speaking of them, now you pretty much, and this is where the whole exchange, I guess, comes from with D-Mac and Tommy, because D-Mac is, like I said, working with Tommy. Tommy does have him in the fold or whatever, keeping a close eye on him, I would say. So now you pretty much have D-Mac, and he got back with his homeboy. I can't remember his name. And they pretty much are setting up this little play to not only get back at CBI, but try to make a run at the connecting Gary as far as Freddie Gibbs' character. And I was already kind of curious as how we going to try to make this play and make this run. And I know he ain't hollered at Tommy, so what's going on? But I forgot that he is in the whole fold as far as dealing with Tommy. And they do end up making some type of exchange. And this is where we really get that real good intense moment between D-Mac and Tommy. But yeah, D-Mac is trying to make a play with his homeboy, and Jannard and Diamond do end up somewhat finding out about this information. And this is where we got this whole play coming in, where, like I said, Jannard is just don't care. He's trying to make this move on this Dahlia, and he's trying to make his play as far as running the whole CBI organization. I hope I'm saying that jump right. I hope it ain't CIB, but if I'm not mistaken, it's CBI. Y'all let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. But Diamond, man, it's really interesting to see how he gonna play as far as moving forward, because he does get some information this episode, and I've been waiting to see when was this going to come into play. But it kind of seemed like he got so many different people coming from angles that he kind of in the dark about the old girl he messing with. What's her whole angle as far as this story thing? Is she gonna still run with that? Is she still trying to get him put behind bars? And that's my thing with him. One thing I will say on Diamond is he stand firm on certain things that he believes in, especially when it comes to Tommy, because Tommy comes to him basically out somewhat, I guess, not really asking for help, but asking. I ain't want to really give spoilers away in case people haven't seen the episode, but he pretty much comes to him with a play involving certain things that he's trying to do, and basically Diamond like, nigga, no. Like, no. He is standing firm, but I think Diamond is pretty much got a little play going on himself. He it's just something about him where you can't know where he coming from or what he's going to like go with or what he's going to do, man. He's just so quiet, and he's been pretty much quiet this whole season. So it's really going to be interesting to see where he goes with this as far as how he's going to deal with the situation, man, that's pertaining to his brother. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how this is going to play out with this whole war supposed to be brewing up between Tommy and now the Flynn's. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how that go, especially with Claudia and how it's going to play out with her. This cop, man, I had to bring him up because he has a little bit of a, I guess, interesting, you ain't really getting the backstory, but I guess you kind of find out his play and a little bit of his history pertaining to, I guess, before he was a cop, and he got a little bit of a connection with Diamond. I'm not going to really get into detail about it, like I said, without giving spoilers away, but I'm guessing it had something to do with him maybe being a part of the organization before Diamond went into prison. And I thought that was kind of interesting or whatever, because I hadn't really seen, well, I did see him and Diamond have an exchange early in the season, but I didn't really know what that was about altogether. But now it kind of comes to light what they had going on and what this cop was doing well before he was a cop or whatever. I still don't like him as an actor. I mean, not as an actor, but I don't like his acting as far as this cop performance or whatever, and his portrayal of this cop. I just don't like it, man. And whoever this white dude is, who I guess got this whole arrangement with or whatever, I guess that's why he's going the route he's going in. I'm thinking he's probably going to end up dead, especially in the season finale. So we're going to see how this play out, especially with him dealing with Diamond. So yeah, Tommy though, man, once again, Tommy has another exchange too, the same one he had with D-Mac with JP, because JP did reach out to Kate as far as their mom or whatever, as far as Tommy, and man, the way Tommy blows up with JP mentions Kate, crazy, man. That's one thing like I said, I love those blow-ups because I get afraid for them moments, man. I be thinking, yo, Tommy, yo, chill. Don't go into that mode, because like I said, anytime he had those moments in that first season, somebody was dead or somebody was about to die or something good was definitely not going to happen. So I did enjoy that exchange between them two. And like I said, that's one thing I'm going to give this season as far as this spinoff Force for, is giving us some characters that we actually enjoy, especially pertaining to D-Mac and pertaining to JP. But this episode got some really good tense moments, especially with D-Mac and Tommy. D-Mac is playing a real pivotal role, especially in this episode, and by the end, it's really going to be interesting to see where we go with this, especially dealing with Tommy, man. Tommy, how is he going to play this out, being that ain't no ghost he can go to, ain't nobody that he's familiar with besides Liliana being at his corner, and like I said, he has some kind of arrangement he is dealing with in this episode. I'm not going to say what it is, but he does have some type of play, but at the same time, it's really going to be interesting to see how he deals with this, being, like I said, this is the first time we are seeing Tommy go at this type of organization as far as the Flynn's and not have ghosts by his side. So it's really going to be interesting to see how this play out, because we are going into the season finale next episode. So other than that, man, y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feeling about this recent episode, how y'all feeling about the whole exchange between D-Mac and Tommy, how y'all feeling about D-Mac and this whole little plan with his homeboy and what they trying to do against the whole CBI organization, and Jannar and his little plot, even with his plot against his brother or whatever. Y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feeling about this, because like I said, to me, this was probably the weakest of the spinoffs. Not saying the show is weak, but just as far as how much I enjoy the other two spinoffs. As far as Power Book 3 is my favorite right now, Raising Kanan is my favorite, and Power Book 2. But I'm still enjoying what they're doing, and I feel like it's gotten better as farther has gone along. It has gotten a lot better with episodes. But the season finale is definitely going to be one of the ones I'm looking forward to see how this is going to play out. But y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all have checked this episode out. How y'all feel about it. Let me know in the comment section. Are y'all looking forward to the season finale? And give me some of y'all predictions or what y'all think is going to happen. Let me know in the comment section, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. It's here's the road to 500 subs. I am doing a live watch party tonight at 7 p.m. on Twitch. Definitely be tuned in for that. Other than that, man, we do have a new episode of Uncut Ish Talk coming out this Friday at 9 p.m. live on YouTube and Twitch. Shout out to everybody that was in the live chat that recently watched the new episode of Uncut Ish Talk. We appreciate y'all coming through. Other than that, man, we out.
Manpower for that kind of shit show.
You're either with us or you're against us.
I need an army. It's gonna cost you. I'm ready to take back what's mine. What you want?
I got you. Anything I should know
I
about?
don't want to hear anything else about kilos or prices. Y'all want to go out on your own? Fine. But do not for 1 second fuck around with what I got to do to get mine. Because I promise you, there is nothing I'm not prepared to do.